Welcome to the Once a Day News-a-Mans. It's like a vitamin, but for news. And my god, over this last week, it was like they were taunting me specifically. First, a guy gets the figure in hand and makes a text post about it saying how it's all new, but hasn't even transformed it yet. Which, if you haven't transformed it, then you are just going off of looks, which is useless, my guy. Then we got pictures of one of Megatron's arms. Then he was behind a chair doing an Inspector Gadget meme, which is the wrong Frank Welker role. Then we got intentionally grainy black and white posterized pictures officially from Hasbro. And then finally, the real thing. And I can't tell you how gratifying it is to finally have this argument be over and for me to have been proven 100% wrong. Yeah, I don't normally do this, but I've even watched the transformation video. There is no engineering that is even similar between the two. It's as different as Siege Megatron and Earthrise Optimus Prime. And a lot of people didn't think that I was going to admit this, but you guys, it was always a prediction, and I never claimed to have any kind of insider knowledge. I would have to be some kind of egomaniac psychopath to not have believed that there was a serious chance that I was wrong, and to not admit that I was when we saw it. It's not like I have ESP, I just based my predictions off the shitty stuff that Hasbro has been willing to do in the past, and the fact that they were dumb enough to turn 86 Megatron into a tank, plus a few other bits of evidence. And you may wonder why I argued so passionately that it would be a retool. The answer is simple, because I was fucking annoyed that everyone was telling me that I was being unreasonable for wanting to see the figure before I accepted it. The designers have lied many times to our faces before, the most recent of which being that the 86 Constructicons would be all new figures, when it turns out that most of them are just downscales of the CW figures. What they say will never mean anything to me till I see it with my own eyes. I am completely fallible. I am wrong now, I've been wrong in the past, and I will be wrong in the future. But that does not change the fact that I will want to see the proof that I am wrong before they accept that I am wrong. And not just take the word of someone who works for the company that sent the Pinkertons to repossess a Magic the Gathering set from a dude. Anyways, the community is really divided on this, and I can see why. I think it looks solid, and the engineering looks really cool and fun, but there are some real issues. The proportions are wonky. His legs were not flared like that in the movie. The colors are miles off. At first I thought that the head had a really bad case of the 80s sickness, where the face is horribly wrong, but no, the face is mostly correct. But the helmet is way too big, so it throws the whole thing out of whack. And the fusion cannon is a massive oof. How the hell did you completely and utterly fuck the sculpt of this up so badly? Also, the tank mode is rough, even if the engineering to get to that mode looks cool. And I don't get why you didn't just call this a Devastation Gamer Edition figure, instead of giving it a dumb, ugly barrel extension to make it resemble the barrel of a pistol that he doesn't actually even turn into. Does Han Solo carry a C-96 Mauser, or does he carry a blaster that used one as the basis? Megatron does not turn into a P-38. He turns into this thing. If they don't want to make a gun Megatron, they are allowed to not. But this is not an 86 figure. It can never be when it doesn't turn into what he turns into. But it would have been fine as a Devastation Megatron, just change the tank barrel. Though definitely it would be too big thanks to the size of the Optimus.